I'm gonna edit the operetta I wrote in like 2016, 2017. I really, really love it, but after 10 years, and now that I'm a composition and theory teacher, I see a lot of mistakes. And it kind of drives me crazy, but I want this to be perfect and keep the essence of it, but make it just make it stronger and playable. Because it's a little bit unplayable, if I'm honest. Like this piano score is a mess. It's more like like a sloppy orchestral reduction. I was kind of banging out scores very quickly. Um, okay, and we're gonna start with the fifth scene of Act One because I don't feel like facing the other scenes yet. This one, it's a really pretty aria, so I want to start there. Start where it's fun. It's based on A Room with a View by Ian Forster. Really good story. Okay, and I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna start with just kind of like scratch pad. I'll do the piano to track the chords, and then clarinet and bassoon. Maybe I'll add another voice because there are some pretty melodies. Oh, but I need to add the soprano. I have a lot of counter melodies in here with the soprano. It's little bits in between, so I want to make sure the soprano is Lucy. Okay, I'll make sure I'm tracking that. So for example, we start with this flute solo. Most of the melodies I like, so the harmony is crazy. And that plays with the voice. So together, very lovely. Starting off very gentle with these repeated notes. I really love the melody. Gotta make it sound good. Okay, I'm gonna copy this to Lucy's part. It's not too plain. And then we'll take, how many measures? We'll go there. Ooh, what's our tempo? 70 beats per minute. Slower. Also, I have my source material here, the orchestral score. So, as I'm playing that, I also put this counter melody. This file's so old, it's all piano. Why? And same thing in the bassoon. So I'm gonna add that now, but I'm not sure if we'll keep it. So otherwise, are we transposing? Okay. Is that like in flat? Another line. This might be too much. That could be the problem. It's a little busy. So I'm gonna put another clarinet. I like clarinet's fun because it's high and low. Okay, so this viola line, which is problematic already. Why is it a B flat? B, B, A, B. That's a little weird. And then otherwise we just have A flat and E flat in the harmony. A flat and E flat. Okay, so it's probably A flat major, but it's not strong at all. Let's just track the chords for now. And we're gonna have to reorchestrate that. Anyway, it was whole notes, so A flat major. With this added, I wonder if I meant for it to be A flat or C. It probably would be better as C. The third, the chord. And I don't think it really fits even. Or this one. So let's see how they all interact together. Okay, one measure at a time. I think this is lovely with the, like this oblique motion, repeated tone. He is not to blame. He is not to blame. And it starts with a fifth, which is fine. And then it goes to this third, better, to fifth, 5, 3, 5. What's the point of this? I don't know if this motif is used throughout. He's not to blame. That could be fun. Let's have that dissonance. He is not to blame. I don't think I would have written the violas incorrectly, so maybe I did want. He's not to blame. Perhaps some tension is desired, but I think this is unsuccessful. Unfortunately, I think we're at that point because that's just too much already. We need to keep it simple. We have this lovely melody starting. Well, I know it's not, from this perspective of only hearing that, it's like, okay, that's a boring melody, but it gets better, I promise. It's like a nice soft start. So we have that melody, and it sounds beautiful in the voice with this lovely flute. So, tension. Let's see. If we add, maybe we could add that B, so add 2. Or like this, make it a sus2 kind of situation. Where would it fit though? We wouldn't want the B here because that would make a second. So maybe something like, we have that, like a little tension there, going to probably A. I think this would be nice to start on C. So we get the third. Or A. Maybe like that. Does it sound basic? Okay, but I said simplicity is good. Let's leave it for now. I'm just gonna get rid of these dynamics for now, so we can hear this better. Because we don't want a standing out. Oh, what if we do, let's carry this over. To A. So you get a little tension with that and it resolves. I think that's more of what was desired. So I'm gonna make a note, tension, just so I remember. And the strings, I'll add texture later. Maybe they're just gonna be whole notes though. So all we know is A flat chord with this flute melody, voice melody, flute melody, voice melody, and then it's not really representing counter melody, but just the notes we want to hear, sort of the counter melody. Okay, one measure done, and then we have this in the viola. Da, 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 da. What's the cello doing? A flat, C, A flat, B flat, F. What is going on here? It sounds nice. What do we have? F. I should take off. Let's do that. F and A flat. Oh, is it A? Is it F minor 7? Then there's a D there. Well, what the heck is this B flat? What do we do? Okay, and an A flat and a D. Crazy. Okay, so what I have written is a C, an A flat. Well, at least it's diatonic. A B flat, put it here. An F. F, A flat, F, E flat. Did I get that? Nope. E flat. This is giving A flat major, and then there's a D in the melody. Da-da. This clarinet is A flat major. I feel bad for my musicians and singers who performed it. Okay, so C major 9 at 11. Oh my goodness. And it's still an A flat. Stepped into those violets too. Where is it going? I guess we'll check where it's going. Figure out exactly what chord I want there. What did I put in the piano? It's not too late. Oh. Okay. To be decided. We'll see. Okay, so I really have to consider what chord I want this to be. I guess I could include this D. Okay, so if I want this solo to be this could stay, but it's kind of like, what's the point if it's doubling? And then here it's a dissonance to another dissonance. It's E to D, which is 7th, to D to C, another 7th. So I'd probably prefer it to be like this. F, G, or what was I thinking before? F, E. Maybe even something like that. F, E. But I think we should determine the chord. If we include that D, we have A flat, D flat, A flat, sorry. This could be the 4th chord, D flat major, which would then include the C. If we do it major 7, D flat, F, A flat, and C. And now the odd ones are just E and B. I stepped into, where are those E? F, B, C. How did I put C at the bass? That's right, the clarinet was giving A flat major. Let's see. What the heck? I do like that, how it sounds like a motif that's, I think it's gonna come up. That's to come. which I feel like is the identity of this tune. So I like how it's hinting at that, but I think better off to fit the chord. So let's try this as D flat major 7. If we're feeling the E flat later, I think this will be the intention. Oh, I did that mistake again. I think the 4 sounds nice. That could be beautiful. How this goes from the 1 to being the 5. What was I? Okay. Do I want to add this texture? Maybe. Just put it in the bassoon for now. It could be then. Let's start with a 5. Maybe then go. I don't think it needs to go to F, G. D was that added tone. Which B? Okay, for now I'm just gonna get rid of those. Or let's just hold it for now. This again, maybe too much in the texture. So maybe get rid. We might not need that. Could be too busy. I think we already have enough going on. But if it is spelling out the chord tones as it currently is, it could work. Okay. I stepped into those violets too. 2? What do we have there? That I might want to keep. This is hard because like, what do I get rid of is the question. What does that C? Okay. What is my chord intention? Let's see. B flat, C, D, flat, F. B flat minor? There's a G there. What was I doing? F. What is that? I feel like some of the transpositions just got weird. I don't know. G flat? That could be fun. E flat. But that's a G natural. So why is that G flat? I think that's not how it was meant to be. Oh, look, I could have G diminished. G half diminished 7. But then it kind of becomes E flat minor, or sorry, E flat, the dominant. Does it go to A? Okay, let's make it a dominant chord then. That could be a sus or a non-chord tone. That doesn't fit for the dominant. Goodbye. We don't need that. Dominant 7, E flat, G flat, B flat, E flat G, sorry, E flat G, B flat, D flat, F. Do you want F? Might not need F. Okay. Might not need to be flat 9. That is the 4. Okay. That could be nice. I like this space movement. Okay. Let's leave it in. That could be fun in the bass. And it works with everything. I'd probably put like the lower, well that is currently lower, but like a low. Kind of ground it. I hope it's beautiful with that A. I don't know if we should include A in the texture below. Where did it come from? So it's technically an appoggiatura there. Okay, so then I imagine we return to the 1. I didn't know myself. This movement in thirds. I don't love that giant leap, so I've probably put that in a different voice. I think that all works together. That's a third, second, unison. And then it goes to a third. It is crossing, so I'd probably want to change that as well, since it's crossing. That's the same thing up an octave. Don't know. Maybe I'd rather do that. I think the flute can hit that. I might rather do that, just hit X there. What about in the strings? Oh, where was that? Okay. Anyway, I'll leave it as it is for now. I could probably adjust some of these if needed. Okay, where were we? So I want this to be the 1. This is saying A major 7. A flat major 7, I'm sorry. I'm not really doing any voice leading or anything. I just want to get, well now I am, but I just want to get the chords in there. That fits, that down. Maybe that could be a G. I don't know though, but it harmonized with the self. I didn't know myself. We have this line. Didn't know myself. I'm concerned about this. Again, the clutter. Maybe I'd even rather cancel that. So I'm gonna make a note to maybe eliminate. And then we have this bass. Do we like it? Does it fit? So A flat over C. It works. I think it's hinting at the movement to come. Okay, so I'll leave it for now. And then my mind was far. My mind was far. I didn't know myself. I maybe want these to be quarter notes. I didn't know myself. My mind was far. Short, but not too short. Do I want that to be an eighth note? He was not to blame. He is not to blame. Yeah, it should be quarter notes. I stepped into this violet's too. Okay. My mind was far. Let's see if that texture works again. Why get deleted? What's the point of this? It does not work well with this, actually. That's fine though. That's a 6 in octave. Then it leaps to a second, and it leaps away to a seventh. That's really bad if we're isolating those. And then it goes to a 4, and then it goes to a 7. So this will sound bad together. Well, it's not horrible, but let's see what chord we want there. What was the intention? That's an A, E, A. It's still the 1? I think the horn is jacked up. I don't know what's going on here. What is it? Wait. Oh, wrong spot. I don't know if I should change the chord then, because if it's the 1 and the 1 again, maybe I should go to like take that F, make it a minor. Let's try F minor, which would be the 6. It could be minor 7. For now. That doesn't add anything to this. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, also we must see how this is interacting. That's fine. That's boring. That's fine. I don't know. I feel kind of bad for changing it. It's not that important. Maybe. What if I just did this? That might be better. feel like it's not as beautiful as it could be. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, there's a little instrumental bit. This like composing is hard. Making these decisions. Sorry, my brain is elsewhere. Well, it's here, but I'm losing my marbles. Did I acknowledge this? I didn't know myself. Did I just ignore that? Sounds bad. Okay. Why does it sound bad? Well, it's 6, 2, 6. Actually, technically it's fine. I think it's probably the low register. It's kind of pointless and disjointed. We'll ignore that. Okay. This is harder than I expected. I do like this. And that's kind of the sound that I created here. That I use a lot in the opera. Okay. That could be fine. Bass movement, and then I think it's just meant to be the one chord. Okay.